Hello everyone. So on a recent stream that I did, because I've been doing a few small, relatively short streams recently, somebody requested that I play the Orion Odyssey. Now this is a game that I have played before. I played it when I was a kid. It was on one of my shovelware CDs, and I have not extremely fond memories of playing it for hours and hours because it's a very small game, but I had some fond memories of playing it for about 5 or 10 minutes. And since it doesn't have much presence on YouTube or on the internet in general, I thought let's take a look at it. Now, I want to say ahead of time, I don't think that the full registered version of this game is available anywhere. I haven't been able to find it anywhere. I don't think it's sold anymore by the original author, so I'm restricted to showing the shareware version. But I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And in fact, I'm not going to just show a shareware version. I'll show all three shareware versions because there are three that I know of that are in distribution or that are generally available on the internet. So let's start with the first version that I have, which is version 1.1. Let's just go ahead and run the game. And you can see this is a game by Billy Dalrymple. I'm afraid I'm not entirely certain how to pronounce Billy's last name, but I hope that I haven't butchered it too badly. And let's go ahead and hit any key when loading is 100% done, which is now. Come on. Sometimes it takes a little urging to... There we go. So this is the first version, or I guess, well, version 1.1 of the Orion Odyssey. So I can press H for help. This tells you what keys we can press. Now, interestingly, in later versions of this game, they actually decreased... sorry, not decreased. I said decrease because I'm looking at that health meter and wondering why my health goes down when I walk. Apparently, for some reason, walking reduces my health. Okay, getting hit by stuff like that obviously reduces your health. That's to be expected, but just taking like a step, every time I take a step, my health goes down, which is odd. So this is the first version, and what I was actually trying to say was, oddly, Billy changed the level significantly after the first version. So the first version has this kind of... I don't know what you'd call this thing. It's like a... actually, it reminds me of that bridge in Bratislava. There's that bridge in Bratislava with like a UFO-shaped restaurant over it. It's actually one of the most famous tourist attractions of the city. It actually kind of reminds me of that. But anyway, there's this thing, whatever it is, and we can go down here, and there's I guess what's a golden chest of treasure there, looks like. I don't know if it does anything special. Probably it replenishes our gold, but our gold is already at full, so we don't really need it right now. And sometimes you die just from landing, because I don't know why. So our character here has no landing gear except his own legs. So you do have to be careful when landing. If you land too hard, you will die. Oh, and I think also... Yes, walking off that cliff kills you because physics. Sure, let's try this one more time. I'll go in the other direction now. I'll come this way. Now, you might get the impression that... Okay, I don't know why I died there. That didn't make a lot of sense to me. Now, you might get the impression this isn't a very good game. Well, this version of the game is rather cheesy. It shows some promise, but it's rather unfinished. So I'm going to go ahead and just quit, not spend too much time with that. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I don't know why DOSBox Down sometimes... I'm playing this not in stock DOSBox, but in DOSBox Down, the version that supports save states, because I will need save states. I'm actually planning to play the latest version of the game all the way through, or at least the shareware level all the way through. And rather than dying countless times stupidly, I thought that it might make more sense to use save states. So I'll be intending to do that. I don't know why DOSBox Down sometimes corrupts the text. You see what happens? Like some of the text here, like where it says... send $10 to, the T in to is, like half of that T is missing. I don't know why DOSBox Down does this sometimes. There must be some reason for it. If anybody knows why that happens, please let me know, because I'm curious. I don't understand that. But let's move on to version 2.0 of the game. Now for version 2.0, Billy completely reworked the level. This is not just a revision of that level, this is an all-new level. Come on. I'm pressing any key. There we go. Takes a while. The game needs a little bit of prompting, but so this is the level that we will play in slightly different form. This is it's been slightly modified in the next version of the game, which is what I'm going to play. But I'm just going to just run through this just for a second, just so you can kind of get an idea. So this is version 2.0 of the game. It has been significantly improved. Walking off that cliff did not kill me. It plays a little bit more smoothly. The controls are a little bit more as they probably should be. The game still suffers from some playability issues, but I would say this is a significant improvement over version 1.1. But the version that you really want to play, that you should play if you're going to play this game, is version 3.0. So let's get down to it now, and let's actually, you know what, actually before I run the game, let me see. There is an Orion.doc here, so hold on. Do we have a list? I don't think I have. I don't think I have a list on this, do I? I do not. Okay, let's just use edit then. I think I've got edit here. So let's edit Orion.doc. And I'm not going to read all of this scrupulously. You can take a look at it if you'd like. You can pause the video and read it. Basically, this is version 3.0. Search for the Magic Ankh, Billy Dalrymple in Cary, North Carolina, on Miss Georgia Court. Copyright 1991 by Billy Dalrymple. Portions copyright Genus Microprogramming. All rights reserved. Shareware. So this explains the shareware concept in case you didn't know what shareware is. So yeah. So as I said, I don't feel like the registered or full version of this game is available anywhere. If anybody knows where to get it, please let me know. Please post in the comments, because the world would like to know. There are many people looking for the full version of this game. But in any case, I will play the shareware level. And yeah, so the full game is supposed to have 8 worlds, but we will only see one of them in this video. So here we learn that that jetpack flying person that we play is named Wally. Flies around using a jetpack strapped to his back and tries to complete as many points as possible, destroying alien beings. Indeed. And yeah, there's something here about an Ankh being stolen by the Overlord Baitor. We will not see that Ankh, I don't think. I don't think the Ankh exists in the shareware version. So you can just register the game by sending $10 to Mr. Dalrymple in Cary, North Carolina, or you could back then. I doubt he's still at that address. Hardware requirements, you can see very stiff hardware requirements here. You need a hard disk. Very stand-up requirements indeed. Okay, and this is basically how you play the game. You run the game, you get the main screen, and the game has 6 gauges in it. So gold indicates how much gold you have remaining, in case you couldn't tell. Ammo indicates the amount of ammo left, in case you weren't sure about that. Health indicates your current health. If that is shocking to you, I apologize. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Okay, meter is the one thing that actually isn't pretty obvious. So meter is an altimeter. It shows how high you are. That is maybe slightly less obvious, but the rest of these, yeah. Oxygen is how much oxygen you have left. That steadily goes down. If you just stand around too long, you'll run out of oxygen, so don't stand around forever. And fuel is how much fuel you have left, and that will get used up as you use your jetpack. So this explains how you fly. It's fairly intuitive. Flying into an entrance will get you killed every time. This is important to remember. You have to walk into entrances. You can't fly into them. Special items are as follows. You have a sword, which increases your weapon power, which doesn't make a lot of sense because you don't fight with a sword, you shoot, but somehow the sword makes your shots stronger. Don't ask me how. Shield increases your health recovery rate. So this game does have regenerating health. The shield significantly increases your health recharge rate. You probably want to get that first. The shield is probably the first thing you want to get. Actually, no, we'll probably get the sword first because it's on the first screen. Like, it's literally at the start of the game. But after that, I think we'll want to get the shield because the shield is very important. It significantly increases the rate of health regeneration. Golden Goose increases your fuel efficiency by quite a lot. It increases your fuel efficiency by a rather significant amount. We'll probably want to get that next. Bomb blows up all aliens on the current screen. May be useful sometimes. And keys go through locked doors. And yeah, there are blue square lights at the top, which indicate your number of lives. I think you start with 3 lives. There's a transporter, which takes you to other worlds or other levels, or it would if this were the full version of the game. In the shareware version, you can't do anything with a teleporter except look at all those other worlds that you could transport to if you had the full version of the game. Yeah, the shareware version can't be distributed with all the graphics. That's certainly the reason why you can't play the other levels in the shareware version. It was just those other levels are just too graphically intensive to distribute as shareware. That's the reason, certainly. All right. Interestingly, it says the game increases in difficulty as your score increases. That's an interesting mechanic. I do not know a lot of games that increase the difficulty as your score goes up. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Special hints. Ooh, special hints. Yeah, shooting at aliens below you is quite annoying. I'm just going to run into them. I'm just going to kamikaze into them. And yes, keep a shield activated as much as possible. The shield, again, is rather important. Rather important. We will want to get that right sharpish when we start the game. So I think that's it. Let's go ahead and run Orion. So this is all going to be pretty much what you saw last time in version 2.0, but the game will play a little bit better this time. So I'm going to explore the overworld first, because there's not much to it. So right here is that sword. And if I press H for help, you can see I can press W to use the sword. And that turns on that little flashing thing below my ammo counter, which indicates that the sword is active. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly off this screen and then come right back. Because most of the power-ups in this game you can get twice. I don't know why. And I'm going to press W again to activate that sword in case it does anything. I don't know that it does. I don't know that the effect is actually doubled if you pick up the power-up twice. Maybe picking it up twice does nothing. But things blow up significantly faster now that I have the sword activated. And I have that flashing light below the ammo gauge to show that the sword is active. So there we go. So I'm just going to avoid this thing and that thing because... Oh, and this here is the bomb. So there we go. We got the bomb. Now we can press B to blow up everything on a screen. I'm probably not going to use that facility, but it's nice that it exists. And we're back where we started. That was the game's overworld. Pretty straightforward. Whoops. Oh dear. Let me load. That's why I have save states, because... you know, I'm not even going to bother going that route, because why bother? There's nothing there. The only thing we got there was the bomb, but I don't need the bomb anyhow, so I'm just going to leave it there. We saw... So this is the teleporter. You press E to use the teleporter. And we are on the world of Safe? I don't know. And you can press... Hold on. H for help. Come on, H for help. There we go. Okay, so space cycles between the planets, and enter teleports to the selected planet. So if I press space, I can switch between... There we go. There's Regal, there's Beetlejuice, there's... Come on. Bellatrix. But if I try to press enter to teleport to any of these, it just says, due to the size of the entire adventure, only one world can be efficiently distributed as shareware. Obviously today, I don't know how big the full version of the game would have been, but it probably would have been, you know, I mean, less than 100 megabytes, and 100 megabyte download today is still fairly, you know, I mean, a 100 megabyte game today is pretty small by today's game standards, even for indie games. Anyway, so we can't do anything here, so let's get out of here. How do I exit? How do I exit? Oh, E to exit. Okay, that's fine. All right, and I guess now it's time to, let me just switch to my notes because I made some notes. We're going to go underground. It seems a little stupid, in my opinion, to have a game about flying with a jetpack and then have most of it transpire underground, where the jetpack is not very useful. It seems like a wasted opportunity to me, but what do I know? So the game... At first glance, you might think jetpack, like, I mean, the DOS game jetpack from MVP software. But this game is a lot more like Captain Comic. Really, in its, other than the fact that it uses the jetpack mechanic, other than that, it's very much more like Captain Comic in its look and feel and level design and so on. So I think we'll see more of that as we go on. So what do we do here? Hold on, let me load, because I'm using up, as I talk, I'm using up that oxygen. We don't want to use up that oxygen. And I can shoot at these various things, but it's easier just to avoid them most of the time. So I said I think that the first thing we want to do is get that shield. And you see, I can see I'm already like at 1/4 health because I ran into a couple things. So yeah, shield is pretty important. Let's get that shield first of all. So the shield is, I think, right here. There it is. There we go. We got the shield, and if I press H for help, I can press P for protection to turn on the shield. There we go. Now it's active. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave this room. Oh, there's a thing there on the ceiling that shoots at me. I didn't even see that. So I'm going to leave and come back again. And you can get the shield a second time. And again, I don't know if it actually makes a difference. I feel like it actually increases my health regeneration rate. But I could be wrong. That could be just confirmation bias, maybe. I don't know. Oh, yeah, and if you press I, you can actually see your inventory. So you can see I have the sword and shield now. Okay, so we have the shield now. That is very good. That significantly increases our survivability because you get injured fairly quickly in this game. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you where you can get more... Wait, what do we have up here? Oh, actually, I needed this key anyhow. Okay. So we got the key, and we got more oxygen here. Okay, that's good. So that's where you get more oxygen. So oxygen is obviously important because it will slowly, steadily run out. And also, we needed that key anyhow. So it's actually good that I went there. Now down here, I'm just going to show this briefly. This is not that important, but this is where you can get ammo. And watch what happens to my gold when I get the ammo. You can see, if I can get up there. Yeah, gold went down slightly. I only got a very little ammo, so it didn't really count that much. But yeah, gold buys stuffs like ammo and fuel and oxygen. So most of the gold that we're missing went to the oxygen that we bought. So, okay, that's fine. So, let's go back now. And the game lags here a bit because I guess the detail in this room is just too hardcore. This room is so detailed that the game can't handle it. And let me blow up this thing while I'm here. This is where you buy more fuel, which is fairly important, but we need to get that golden goose, which will significantly increase our fuel efficiency. Hold on, where do we get it from? I forget actually. Hold on, where do we get the golden goose? Oh yeah, and this room here I don't think has anything in it. It looks like there's some interesting stuff here, but I think this is all just kind of a red herring. I don't think that any of this actually does anything at all. I don't know what's with that skeleton on the wall, but anyway. So this door opens because we have that key that we got before. And in here, okay, you know what I'm going to do? This thing is going to be a giant pain in the butt to shoot because you have to, like, to shoot down where you have to... Oh, I actually got it. Okay. I was just going to run into it. I was just going to kamikaze into it because it doesn't matter because my health recharges so quickly that I can just kamikaze into things like that now. But okay, let's not do that. So, and this is where you get gold. This chest here contains gold. So there you go. Money for nothing. And MTV for free. Or whatever it was. So we've already seen where to get most of the stuff. We've seen where we can get gold. We've seen where we can buy ammo. I don't think there's anywhere you can buy health, but that's okay because once you get that shield, your health recharges so fast that it doesn't really matter much anyhow. And then oxygen. We've seen where you can buy oxygen. I don't think there's a way. Hold on. Is there a way to increase your oxygen? No. The 3 power-ups are the sword to increase your weapon power, the shield to increase your health recharge, and then the golden goose to increase your fuel efficiency. Let's get that golden goose. Hold on, where is the golden goose? I forget, where do you get that thing? Is it left of here? Yeah, there it is. So again, if you play this game properly, you should try to shoot down at that thing, but I'm just going to do this. Bam. Just right into it. And how do you turn on the golden goose? I press F. There you go. So now I've got that flickering thing below the fuel gauge. And as usual, I'm going to come back and get the goose a second time. Again, I don't know if that actually helps, but that will significantly reduce our fuel usage rate. In fact, let's go outside now, because we've got everything. I think we've got everything that we can get. We've gotten the We've gotten the golden goose, we've gotten the sword, we've gotten the shield. So those are all the power-ups we can get there. There's not really much else here that we can get. So let's go outside and just do a whole bunch of flying. I'm just going to fly here for a while. And you can see, yeah, my fuel is still going down, but it would have gone down a lot faster than that if I didn't have the golden goose. Oh, and somehow that didn't kill me. That's bizarre. Because falling from a height like that should actually kill us. I think that was a glitch. Somehow the game glitched out and didn't kill us for that. But okay, that's fine. Well, I'm not going to complain. I don't mind not dying in this game. I'm just going to load, and that's actually pretty much it, really. Hold on, can I shoot this thing? This thing in the ceiling is really annoying me. There we go, got it. That's pretty much it. I think we've seen everything down here in the underworld now, in these tunnels below the games. Yeah, and this is the overworld. So we've seen the teleporter. And if you want, you can use your slightly buffed up Wally now to go over here, because our shots are stronger, our health recharges faster, and our fuel usage is significantly more efficient. So we can do stuff like come out here and try to blow up this thing and fail miserably at doing so. Come on. There we go. Got it that time. Pretty cool volcano effect in the background there, by the way. That's a really good EGA graphic. There we go. Got the bomb, and I don't know what this thing is. It reminds me a little bit of Nihilanth from Half-Life. It's like some weird baby boss monster or something. And we're back here where we started. Blow up that thing for no reason. And yeah, up here there's nothing. Like, you can't fly off the top of the screen. There's really not much up here. So I think that's it. I think we've already seen all that there is to see in the Orion Odyssey. Like I said, it would be nice to have the full version, because then we'd have 8 other worlds to explore, but we've already seen all of this world of, what's it called again? Saif, or Safe. Saif, I don't know. So we've already seen all of Safe. Maybe it's called that because it's safe. It's a safe world. Let's do the safety dance. We can jetpack if we wanna. We can leave this game behind. Actually, we have to leave this game behind now because I'm already done. Like that. Honestly, that's all there is to see in this shareware version, as far as I can tell. So yeah, that was the Orion Odyssey. Pretty decent effort, in my opinion, by Mr. Billy Dalrymple. Not a bad game at all. It shows some promise. I would have liked to have seen the other 8 worlds, but assuming they're as short as this one is, then, you know, the whole game. I mean, how long have I been playing this now? About 20 minutes. So if we're generous, multiply 20 minutes by 8. That gives you between 2 and 3 hours of gameplay tops, and I think even that is stretching it a bit. So if anybody knows where to get the full version of this game, I would love to do a full Let's Play of the full version, but let's remain realistic. This is a pretty small and simple game. It has appeal. It has a lot of appeal. I enjoy it. I have good memories of, like I said, of playing this for 10 minutes when I was a kid and then getting tired of it. As an adult, I still look back on it fondly and think, this is a pretty cool game. It's actually not bad. It's actually... I had fun with this. I mean, the past 20 minutes were enjoyable for me, and if you can enjoy 20 minutes of your life, then, that's like, what's 20 times 4? 80. So, that's like 80 times longer than it takes to have sex. So, I think on balance, this was the Orion Odyssey was the better deal. Okay, so I guess I'm done here. That was all that I had to show you here. So thanks for watching, everyone, and hope you're all doing well. Hope that you enjoyed, and I will talk to you in the future about other games kind of like this one, except maybe slightly longer than this one, ideally. I don't know. We'll find out. Take care, everyone.